Welcome to today's SheepConnect 10-minute talk. I'm Jodie Rosé O'Brien, part of the SheepConnect team. So today we're at Wonga Station and we're discussing on-farm wool testing with Michelle Cousins from Cousins Merino Services.
Hi, I'm Michelle Cousins from Cousins Merino Service. We're based in Burra in the mid-north of South Australia, but travel throughout South Australia and into Victoria and New South Wales. So we're here today to talk about the benefits of on-farm wool testing. So the unit we have here today is the OFTA 2000, and that's what we utilise within our business. So the beauty of this is, as you can see, it's nice and portable. So we can either test in shed or up a classing race, which is our preferred method, or you can actually send your samples into the office and we can conduct them there as well. So when we're actually doing the testing on farm, we do prefer the classing race because we work on generally doing around 100 tests per hour, depending on the length of the staple. So the benefits of doing it on farm is that you're going to get that information in real time. You can make some decisions based on that wool quality straight away with the animal in front of you. So you can actually look if it's a fine micron, but that micron is due to the condition score of the animal or a health reason. You can actually make an informed decision based on that with the animal there in front of you. Otherwise, if you're relying on having tests sent away, you're going to wait for those results to come back. Then you're going to have to bring the sheep back through again and go through that data the second time. So it's going to save you some time in labour costs mainly, but also animal welfare because you're only handling those animals once. The process of wool testing is very simple. We actually, if we're doing it up the classing race, we just collect a 50-cent piece sample of wool. Because it is a camera based here, we need to spread the wool finely on the slides so that it can track the individual fibres. So when we're actually testing the wool, it's actually measuring per sample. It'll measure up to 3,000 individual fibres. The slide with the wool spread quite thinly so that it can be seen on the via the microscope and track the individual fibres, and it will track up to 3,000 fibres or more, depending on the length of the staple. So some of the measurements that we can collect are your micron, your coefficient of variation, your CV, the length of the staple, your comfort factor, curvature, and in this case, they've actually recorded the greasy fleece weight of the animal as well as we've gone through. As you can see in this instance, they've actually also utilised electronic identification, so we actually haven't had to manually enter ear tags or read those tags either. So trying to improve the accuracy of the data that we collect. So what we're seeing on farm with producers is they're wanting to, the EID especially has enabled them to easily collect and collate information. So we can actually collect the information from your wool. We can then collect a fleece weight and a body weight. We can collate that information. You can have it reported back in an index. You can make some really good decisions on farm about your high value animals and how you're going to manage those low value animals. So the important thing is to remember that data driven decisions are going to give you a much better outcome for your operation. So the OFTA 2000 units have been around since the year 2000. Obviously that's where the 2000 comes from. And these units and the advent of the wool testing, it was very popular when it first came out. And then it's sort of really been the studs mainly and a few commercial clients that have kept going with the wool testing. We're now seeing an increased interest as the premium for the fine wool has come back into the wool markets and looking at being able to manage that data more effectively utilising electronic ear tags. So we're actually seeing producers look to be able to identify those more profitable animals once again coming back through. There also is the ability then to actually put your wool into lines when you're shearing so that you can take advantage of some of those premiums that are currently in the market.
Thanks to Wonga for hosting us today and to Michelle for her time and expertise to discuss wool testing on farm. SheepConnect is funded by Australian Wool Innovation, the South Australian Sheep Industry Fund and the Department of Primary Industries and Regions. If you want to know more about SheepConnect, you can go to our website, sheepconnectsa.com.au, or you can follow us on Twitter.